name is Tavona, and I'm not a famous author, model, or actor. I'm not a super girl trying to save the world. I'm not a villain trying to destroy it. I'm not anyone special except to my family. Moody, fun-loving, 15-year-old teenager trying to survive high school. Yet there are days that feel like no one knows anything that I do. I want to be a ghost and disappear. There are days that I just don't want to be seen, heard, just ignored. During the day, I maintain at least A's in my school. I sing and draw in my journal, and I also hunt and I play the saxophone in my school band. I play halfback on my soccer team, and yet in my warm bed, surrounded by all my soft blankets and my 3 cats, I feel alone and isolated, like no one else in the world knows how I'm feeling. It's at this time that I have to deal with my own private monsters and demons. In the dark, I feel like no one could understand me. I'm not worried about the typical teenager stuff, because my life last 4 years wasn't what I really thought it. But I just couldn't. Who could I tell that I was a victim of sexual assault? As the daughter of someone in the law enforcement, and of course my aunt's an attorney, I was always taught that when you do something bad, there are consequences. And today, as I write my story of sexual abuse at the hands of a loved one, my abuser is free to roam the streets of our town because the prosecuting attorney refuses to follow up with any of my claims of abuse. These accusations aren't false or made up. They are real. In some of our lives, there are truly monsters hiding in the closet and under our bed, just waiting for the darkness to come. We rely on you to help, and we need you now to help us, more than ever. Yet in the state of Missouri, many children are not being protected because in St. Louis, our cases are being ignored. Our prosecuting attorney picks high-profile media feeding cases. Win or lose, we never hear. He takes one case and makes it appear as if he is doing his job. We won't find any justice because this prosecuting attorney will not let my voice be heard in front of a jury or others. Talking about sexual abuse of children is crossing into funny territory for many people. But we need to talk and make the prosecuting attorney listen, especially to the youngest voices pleading for help and safety. My perfect, innocent, happily ever after princess life and childhood began to crumble and ended when I was 10. During this time, my uncle gradually eroded our appropriate adult-child boundaries, built a wall of security around us, and finally established compliance through my fear. Over the next 3 years, I was repeated and reminded that all of this was our little secret, and I must have just thought of it as our little secret. He told me that I would be to blame if anyone had discovered it. Each time he said that, a part of me died. I betrayed what I knew was the right thing to do because I was afraid no one would listen to me. And because I didn't want my close-knit family to break up and crumble. It just seemed easier to just close my eyes and retreat into the darkness of my head and go along with it than upset anybody. My life became a fraud and a fiction. Do you know how much energy is consumed keeping a secret like that from your family? He's explained away his actions with excuses. When approached with his inappropriate behaviors, he responds by being insulted and becoming very defensive. Although never acknowledging the abuse, he never denied it either. His response to the police, and I quote, "If that's what she said happened, then it must have happened. I just don't remember." Out, but he's still free to roam around. Don't I have the right to be safe? The prosecuting attorney refuses to file charges because there are no witnesses, and they can't see my broken heart and soul. It's his word against mine.